In a world long before humans carved cities into the land, before skyscrapers pierced the sky and engines roared through jungles of steel, there was an age when giants roamed the earth. An age of monstrous mammoths, armored glyptodons, and terrifying predators with jaws like guillotines. Among them stood a legend, fangs like daggers, muscles like steel cables, and eyes forged by survival. This is the story of Smilodon, the saber-toothed tiger, the deadliest cat the Ice Age ever saw. Welcome to Beast Instinc. Let's go back, way back, roughly 2.5 million years ago. During the Pleistocene epoch, something extraordinary began to evolve. The Earth was colder, wilder, and covered in vast plains of tundra and forest. And in this hostile world, apex predators needed more than just speed. They needed precision, power, patience. Enter the saber-toothed cat, specifically, the most iconic of them all. Smilodon, despite its nickname, the saber-toothed tiger, isn't actually a tiger. In fact, it wasn't even closely related to modern tigers or lions. It belonged to a completely different branch of the feline family tree. One specialized in ambush hunting and brute strength. Smilodon had a stocky, muscular build, like a pit bull with claws. And it didn't chase its prey across open fields. It waited, silently, perfectly still, then lunged with terrifying force, sinking two 7-inch sabers into its victim's neck. Let's break it down. Smilodon stood about 3 feet tall at the shoulder, and adult males could weigh between 400 to 600 pounds. That's heavier than a lion, but with a much more compact frame. Its limbs were thick and powerful, built not for running, but for grappling. Think of it like a prehistoric wrestler. Its bite, surprisingly, wasn't that strong. Compared to modern big cats, Smilodon had a weaker jaw. But what it lacked in bite force, it made up for with precision and technique. Its canine teeth, those infamous saber-like fangs, were long, flat, and razor-sharp, too fragile to bite through bone, but absolutely deadly when driven through soft tissue like the neck or belly. Imagine a kill sequence. The Smilodon ambushes a juvenile mammoth calf or giant ground sloth. It leaps latches with those muscular forelimbs, and with a precise motion of its head, slashes the carotid artery or pierces the windpipe. The prey collapses within moments. Blood, gushing, clean, efficient, lethal. So what did Smilodon hunt? Pretty much everything that walked in its ecosystem. Mammoths, mastodons, bison, ancient camels, giant sloths, you name it. But Smilodon wasn't alone. It had competition. Dire wolves, short-faced bears, even other big cats. The Ice Age was a battleground, and only the most cunning, most powerful hunters could dominate. Many scientists believe Smilodon was a social cat, hunting in groups. Why? Fossils show healed injuries, suggesting that others helped feed the injured while they recovered. This would make it more like lions today, who rely on pride, dynamics, and teamwork. Others disagree, arguing that Smilodon was more like a solitary assassin, using stealth and ambush over group tactics. What we do know is that it ruled. Its fossils appear in massive numbers in tar pits like Brea in California, a treasure trove of prehistoric life. Thousands of saber-toothed cats have been uncovered there, likely lured by trapped prey and getting stuck themselves. The tar preserved them, frozen in death, so we can meet them today, face to face, but then they were gone. Roughly 10,000 years ago, Smilodon vanished, along with many of the Ice Age megafauna. So what happened? Climate change, human hunting, a perfect storm. As the Ice Age ended, global temperatures rose rapidly. The ecosystem changed. Forests overtook open plains, and many of the massive herbivores that Smilodon depended on began to disappear. Meanwhile, a new predator had entered the scene. Homo sapiens humans, armed with spears, strategies, and fire. They were more dangerous than any fang. Some scientists believe humans hunted Smilodons prey to extinction. Others argue that humans might have directly hunted Smilodon itself. In truth, it was likely a combination of climate, shrinking prey populations, and human activity that led to its downfall. Though extinct, the saber-toothed tiger lives on in our imaginations. It appears in films, documentaries, and video games, always with its iconic fangs and primal roar. But beyond fiction, Smilodon also tells us something real. It teaches us about adaptation, about how evolution creates monsters of grace and terror, and how even the most perfect predator can vanish in the blink of a geological eye. Today, we can only gaze at the bones. We reconstruct them in museums. We animate them and we dream about what it would be like to meet one. Just for a moment in the wild, if you were face to face with Smilodon, would you run? Would you fight? Or would you simply freeze? The saber-toothed tiger wasn't just a hunter. It was a symbol of a world lost to time. A reminder that nature doesn't care about legends, only survival. And yet, in telling its story, we keep it alive. In every fossil, every claw mark, and every whispered legend around a prehistoric fire, Smilodon still stalks the shadows, Thanks for watching Beast Instinct. If you love creatures that once ruled the earth and the secrets they left behind, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. More wild beasts await.